it's Angel. Today is September 13th and we are still in lockdown. Shocker. But this week is last week of school, so hopefully I get the next 2 weeks off to just have a break and relax and start it again next term. Yeah, I just have a couple of like little informal tasks and just some classwork to submit before the end of the term, and I thought it would be fun to take you along for the ride. Just some updates since I filmed last, because I don't film every week. Last night I finished listening to Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, and honestly I was very disappointed with the book. It was just not my cup of tea. It was so hard for me to read because I felt like everything was undeserved, you know? So today is the day where vaccine availability has come out for my age group, and we'll see if, I think I'm gonna book it today. I just have to talk to my parents again about it. So hopefully whenever it gets vaccinated we can, you know, be outside, be out of lockdown. So I just finished my Chinese class. These are my words for today. And I regret not eating before I went into class because my brain needs fuel. Kind of forgot about that today. So I've been running low on energy, trying really hard to concentrate. That wasn't the smartest decision, but you live and you learn. So yeah. So I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. I might edit the other video that I filmed. Yes, I'm still procrastinating editing it, or I might just relax. I'll probably just relax and edit it later. Because I finished reading Ugly Love, I need something else to read because I literally cannot go a day without a book. But I don't want to read any more romance because I have read a lot of romance for like the past couple months, and I'm so sick of all the cliche tropes. So I probably want to read something adventure. I'm looking at the Midnight Library. I don't know, but I kind of want to buy it, so I don't want to read it online. But I don't know, if you have any book recommendations, please comment them below. Anything interesting, mind-changing, mind-boggling to read, please let me know. I did also try and read some philosophy in there. I read Who Stole My Cheese. It was pretty good. I'm wearing my blue light glasses right now because I'm currently editing, and that means I'll be staring at a screen for a couple hours. But I just wanted to add that I got my English assessment back today and I did pretty well. Like I'm really happy with my result, because when especially English, when I go into like assignments, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna do okay? And one thing I try to do, I don't know if it's a realistic tip or if it even works, but I just feel better when I do it, is I try and get good karma before I open my results. Bring positive energy so that when I open it, hopefully it's a positive result. Don't know if it works, but it makes me feel a little less worried. So I've just finished my period 4 Zoom. For science, we're just like listing things about stars on a table, but I am very, very burnt out. So because I had double religion, we did like an hour on Zoom, and that really took it out of me. A little Zoom for math, and then we're finishing off our Olympics project, choosing some data from the Olympics and comparing the scores between males and females. So I'm doing that with my group, and it is due tomorrow. I'm going to just kind of rest the rest of the period, have lunch, and then I have some work to do and another Zoom. So even though it's last week, I think it's been the most hectic because a lot of the teachers are trying to just shove it all together and be done with the term. And so I think I'm going to do most of my leftover work after school, because it's honestly just not doing okay with my head. But that's okay, because we got to take breaks. So my cheeks look really red. So after like 3 hours of formatting and creating, we finished the presentation, boys.
This band going down here, the main scene.
I just finished my second tutoring's lecture video and I'm about to print the homework. I didn't understand half what they were saying because I've joined like 3/4 into the year. Wasn't the smartest idea. So I haven't learnt some of the stuff they're talking about. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm just going to finish off my Chinese homework.
Have measured in our galaxy.
I just finished my science Zoom. I've put on my blue light glasses and that already has taken so much out of me. That was like half an hour. So I'm just going to take 10 minutes and then I'm going to start all my assigned work. Also, I forgot to mention, today is last day of school, finally. We've been sitting on our screens for like 10 weeks, for 6 hours a day. So I'm glad we're gonna have a little rest. I'm gonna assign myself some extra work. Not a lot because I don't want to go crazy, but there is some stuff I have to do. In terms of tutoring.
Actually, astronomers had uncovered the key to these objects.
So, this lighting is making my face look very nice. Okay. So, school wrapped up a couple hours ago. It's about 6 o'clock now, but before I was doing my workouts and I was finishing off some work. Our school finished the whole term with an assembly with some funny memes, which was really nice. Despite it being really long and cutting into lunchtime, it was a good time. And I'm honestly so happy that the term is over. I feel like it was a real struggle, but I've learned a lot and I feel like I haven't really thought about negatives of lockdown. I've more thought about the positives because I've really tried to tune my energy into becoming the best version of myself that I can with, obviously physical limitations. But it's a good time these 2 weeks just to have a break, relax a bit because burnout is not cute. So as I'm filming this, I just wrapped up my Chinese class and we read a very, very sweet story about how this guy accidentally, he was given flower seeds, but then he accidentally dropped them across this little road. And as he dropped them across the little road, as spring came, all the flowers became beautiful and all the neighbors who lived on that road saw. Very sweet story. Now I'm just going to reread my text from class and print out the homework. Also have my other tutoring. I have both tutoring homeworks to do because I still need to do my tutoring that is on Fridays and my recorded video tutoring. I think the homework is due Sunday, so I can do it on the weekend. So although the school term is over, my workload is not. Yeah.
您的包裹单，原来长颈鹿大叔给鼹鼠先生寄来了一个包裹。
Good morning. Today is the first day of the holidays. I'm looking very rough right now, but that's okay. So I'm going to be trying the Victory Hour that I saw on a book that I'm going to read soon. I saw in a book review video called The 5 a.m. Club. And although it's not 5 a.m, I'm going to try and do the Victory Hour. And my arm is getting sore. Okay. So basically when I was originally recording the video, I did not explain it very well, so I'm going to re-explain it so it makes more sense. So the victory hour is from the book The 5 a.m. Club. So it's split up into 3 intervals of 20 minutes. The first interval is for movement, and in the book they say to perform some kind of high intensity exercise because it's good for the brain and reduces cortisol, which is the hormone that produces stress. The second segment of the victory hour is called reflect, and this is the time to journal or do yoga or meditate to kind of relieve yourself and reflect on your thoughts and your emotions. And the third segment is called grow, and basically this is kind of like setting you up for the day through reading or listening to podcasts or listening to a book, or studying, just doing something that will make your mind productive. So I'm going to be doing 20 minutes of yoga, and then I'm going to recreating some Pinterest art, and then I'm going to be reading my book for 20 minutes. So I feel like it's a little unrealistic to do this first thing in the morning at 5 o'clock. Like, first thing I do in the morning is wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, have some breakfast. I don't know how people go like a whole hour doing all this productive stuff without eating, because my stomach loves to be fed first thing in the morning. I don't know, maybe I have to read the book to find out. I just finished the yoga and I feel very relaxed and whole, which is really good. Show you what it looks like. This is how they've done it on the pin, and I'm going to set up something similar. I'm going to start reading for my 20 minutes. I'm currently reading The Kennedy Moment by Peter Adamson. I'm a couple chapters in, and it's got 5 main characters, and they're kind of talking. They've reunited after 20 years and at Oxford University, I believe. And so basically they're just reuniting, and they're talking about like a healthcare crisis with vaccinations, because one of the girls works overseas in more developing countries, I think it was Ivory Coast, where a lot of vaccine preventable diseases were prevalent. And she was talking to one of her other friends who was at the reunion, who works at the WHO, and she was like, we should do something about this. So that is currently where I'm up to. And there's a little bit of romance, maybe some second chance romance in this book, I'm not sure. I think it's coming up. They've kind of hinted at it. So I'm going to set a countdown for 20 minutes. So I have finished my victory hour. I think it's been more than an hour since I spent a lot of extra time on my natal chart, but I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't know, I feel very tired and fatigued after it. Maybe it's because of the intensity I was going at rather than the activities, but it was fun. It was something different. I really enjoyed the yoga part. Like, altogether it was really interesting, and I don't know, maybe I'll be implementing this more often into my life. But right now I'm just gonna have some food because I'm really hungry, and then actually start on my main task for the day, because so I'm just about to start my tutoring homework. I've been procrastinating. I've started it, but finish it. I've been procrastinating doing it because I've been looking up good books to buy, and I just opened my email to start my homework, and I found my audiobook is up and ready for me to borrow. So I am very, very excited to start The Comfort Book by Matt Haig. I've heard lots of good things about it, and I can't wait to read it tonight. I just finished my last tutoring session for the term. I'm free for 2 weeks. It's just self-paced work. So yeah.
Standing by the wall, what a picture of elegance. Writing on the stall, phone number, such a gentleman. Who you gonna call, baby? I've been waiting for you.
And then right now, I'm doing my food tech talk for food tech, and it's about celebrations because I didn't really want to cook. Good morning. Today is Sunday, and I'm staring at it right now. I have my tutoring homework to do and my Chinese homework to do today. And if I get around to it, I'm also going to go through my incorrect answers from a topic test that I did. And I also want to do some sort of movement, maybe yoga or ride my bike. I just don't want it to be too straining, but that's how the day is going to look today. Also, the weather is really nice outside. There's lovely blue skies. So I'm going to eat my burger wings and then I'm going to get started because, you know, it's better to enjoy the joy of happiness rather than live through all the mundanity of life. So it is 3 o'clock right now. As you can see behind me, some math stuff going on. I finally finished my tutoring homework and my amazing dad. We literally started at like 10 a.m. and it's like 3 o'clock now. So we've been doing math for 5 hours. That's been embarrassing. No, just some of the stuff I didn't learn and it was just crazy, but I'm glad that I'm done and I just finished my Chinese homework as well. So I'm gonna go on a little break and then Also, The Comfort Book by Matt Haig. So far, I think I have 1 hour left to go because it's more of like a collected poems, recipes, just as the name suggests, to comfort you. And I really like his style of like random scattered writing, but like at the same time, it's just a like niche organized list in its own way. And I think that's really beautiful. I'm gonna go to bed now. I've been watching myself talk for about an hour and I can't handle it anymore. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.